Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make some jackfruit bhajia. When we came back from Durban bringing the jackfruit, I firstly made a lovely batch of pickle while it was fresh, and thereafter also made some lovely jackfruit curry, and the remainder I steamed out. I did show you all how I steam out my jackfruit for my pickle. So this was also steamed, but I cut them in big slices and I left the middle so the jackfruit doesn't breaks up in the freezer. But today I will be removing most of the center part and maybe make it into 2 pieces each. For my bhajia that I'm going to make from scratch, I am using 2 cup chana flour. I sieved it down, which is also called besan. I have a teaspoon of fine salt for taste, half a teaspoon of hurdee, 1 teaspoon of pure chili powder. I roasted and ground my dhania seed, and I'm using half a teaspoon of that. And I'm also using half a teaspoon of crushed chillies. I have 2 green chillies and 5 cloves of garlic, which I'll crush down. I'm going to use a teaspoon of baking powder and a little bit of dhania. And along the way, we'll be needing some water to make our batter. So I'll be adding water accordingly to my batter. I'm just going to show you all how I'm going to cut my jackfruit. This center, now that is defrosted, it's much more easier to be removed. And this piece is to throw away. It's no use for that. I'm going to cut this into 3 portions. Any seeds that's left behind, I'm just going to remove. They're quite easy to be removed. These are my jackfruit pieces that I'm going to use for my bhajia. I am ready to mix up my batter. I throw in the salt and all my spices. This is my garlic that I crushed and my chillies. I cut them into small pieces. A teaspoon of baking powder. I also cut down my dhania. Now I'm just going to add in my water. And this was 1 cup water. I'm going to add in a little more. And I'll tell you exactly how much I used. My batter is looking right. It's not too thick, neither it's too weak. All in all, I used 3/4 cup of water. And I'm just going to put in my jackfruit. I'll see how many pieces can get coated with this amount of besan. I cut about 4 slices of my jackfruit, and you can see it's coated very well in my besan. I will allow this to rest for 15 to 20 minutes before getting to fry it out. I've got a non-stick frying pan with 2 centimeter oil. I heated my oil, and now I'm going to use a medium heat to fry out my bhajias. And here I've got my hands slightly damped, so using my hand will give me a firmer grip. We cannot use too high heat because it wouldn't cook, and we couldn't use too low because it will get too oily. So I am going on medium heat. I will allow this batch to fry. 8 minutes has passed, and now I'm ready to give this a turn. Let's see, it's looking nice. We will give it another 10 minutes frying on the other side. Another 10 minutes has passed. All in all, it took about 20 minutes to fry. And now this batch is ready to be taken out. I've got my cooling rack and a tray so the oil can drip. Now I'm ready to put in my next batch. While my next batch of bhajia is frying, I'm going to quickly show you all how I make a quick sauce for a dip. And this sauce that I'm making can be used for your samosas, puri patas, or for anything as a dip. Here I have 3 tablespoons of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of sweet chilli, and 1 teaspoon of my homemade hot sauce. And I'm also going to use a splash of lemon juice. I'll give this a nice mix, and when my bhajia is ready, we'll use it as a dip. Here you go, your lovely jackfruit bhajias, fried slowly and golden brown. And I did show you all how we make a quick dip for having our bhajias. But I will prefer eating my jackfruit bhajia with some lovely rice and dhal. Pranesh has tasted and it was good, but if you all are salt lovers, when boiling off your jackfruit, add a little bit of salt to your jackfruit. And now I'm going to show you all. I'll break open one and show you all how nice and crispy and it's done in the inside. This is a very good recipe for you all to try. You can try it with fresh jackfruit or frozen jackfruit. It comes out very good with both. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.